It's apple season and I have the absolute easiest apple dessert for you. You don't have to bake a thing. And even if you don't have apple trees, you can go and get all of the ingredients right at your local grocery store. So come on, I'll show you how we press our cider, because you're gonna need cider, but you don't have to press your own cider in order to make this most amazing fall dessert. Come on, let's go press some cider and have some fall fun. So here's a glimpse at the easiest dessert ever. It's an apple cider float. Have you ever tried one? They are shockingly delicious. So we have our own cider press and we have quite a few apple trees, and we love having friends and family come and join us, and we just do big pressing days because honestly, we can't press all the apples in one day. There's just too many of them. And our trees actually ripen at different times, which is actually really nice. So the way that the press works is we pick the apples, they get a good wash off, but we don't do much other prep other than that. Then they go into the top of the cider press, which has a motor, and it chips up the apples. And of course, we love to have all the little kids help too. And sure, they're bruising the apples, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna smash them. So the apples go into the top of the press, and that motor is going in there and it's chipping them up. That part is motorized, but the pressing part, we actually have to do by hand. You get to crank the wheel down, and it's so fun to just watch how much juice comes out of one little basket. And I would say maybe 50 to 60 apples go and get chunked up, and those chunks go into this basket, and then we crank that wheel down and out comes the fresh cider. That's all it is. It's just pressed apples. And that cider, we love to save it. We put some in our freezer. We make hard cider with it. But before it goes to anything else, we strain it so that it gets any last little chunks out. If a bug or a leaf or something floated down into the canister, all that gets strained out, and then those bottles of cider go either into our freezer, or we make hard cider with it, or we make our most favorite cider floats. Now here's the cool thing. You get to decide, what is your favorite ice cream? You could do just straight vanilla. You could do a vanilla caramel swirl. Get creative. Think about what you would want to have floating in your cider. You could even do like a bourbon ice cream, or if you want to maybe kick it up a notch for the adults, you can spike it with Fireball, or you can even get sparkling hard cider and make your float with that. But put the ice cream in your cup, top it with whatever cider you want to use, and don't use apple juice. You need to go find real cider. And then of course you need to do a little drizzle of caramel over the top. If you are hosting any kind of fall fun this year, you need to have a cider float bar. Think of all the different toppings you would want to have on there, whether it's chocolate drizzles or the caramel. Maybe you want crushed pretzels. What do you like to have on a carameled apple? That's what you want in your caramel apple bar. So much more apple goodness coming your way as we pick the final apples of the year from our trees. We're going to be making apple pies and crisps and galettes and oh my, so much goodness. We're glad you're here in the orchard with us.